Sorry for that long lead in, but I needed to give what I find so bombarding about this topic. What happens? They walk up to you and ask,
Yep.
"Oh, you're huge. I need to get there."
So one of the things for me that I have had to realize over the years is I'm not a gatekeeper. I don't choose whether people use steroids or not, because I can tell somebody, hey, you're not ready, and I'm not doing that with you, and they'll go use them anyways. I'm not the gatekeeper. I am the gatekeeper if you decide to hire me, because I'm not going to educate you if you're not ready for it. But that's literally the route I take, is through education. And first and foremost, if you tell me you're about it, you're going to have to show me you're about it before you ever get to touch anything. So like you said, maybe an 18-year-old kid comes to me and he says, I want to be a pro bodybuilder. I want to do my first cycle. I'm ready to crank. I'll say, okay, for the next 3, 4, 5 months, you're going to show me that you have what it takes in general to be a pro bodybuilder. Can you follow a diet? Can you execute your training? Can you send me your fucking check-ins in on time? Can you wake up before 9 a.m. every check-in day and send me your check-ins? Because believe it or not, it blows my mind. I have a 9 a.m. cutoff for my check-ins. If your check-in comes in after 9 a.m., I'm not doing it, because I have 30, 40 check-ins to do on a given day. And if your check-in rolls in at 11 in the afternoon, my day's already set up and I'm already through my day. I'm not staying 3, 4 hours late to get to all these late check-ins. You just don't get a check-in that week. The amount of people that send their check-ins at 8:59, 9:01, 9:02,
that's late to me already.
I'm 3 hours into my day already.
Yes.
At this point. And I'm not saying everybody needs to wake up at 5 a.m., but if you're serious about your goal and you've been told, in order to accomplish your goal, this is one of the things that I expect of you, which isn't a ton.
And only once a week. You're not
once a
do
week.
it every goddamn
Once a
day.
week.
Yeah.
So like, if you can't do those little things, how the fuck can I trust you to put a needle in your ass that's loaded with shit that could hurt you eventually if you're not smart? Because here's the thing, when I tell you to do this amount, if I don't trust you, you could be doing 3 times that amount. And by doing 3 times that amount, you could be putting yourself in harm's way. So I need to develop trust, with an athlete. I need to actually know that they're serious, right? Because anybody can say, I want to look like that 250-pound guy, but am I willing to eat the 5,000 calories he's eating a day? That ain't fucking easy. I eat 5,100 calories a day and it's horrible.
I don't know how you do it, man.
It's brutal.
I can't cross 2,500 clean, and that's with 6
Yeah,
meals.
and I would personally rather diet than eat to grow, which I'm doing right now on 5,100, and I'm at the point where it's hard, right? But can you do that? Because a lot of these young kids also have crazy metabolism, so they need to eat.
Yeah.
Can you train 5 days a week to failure every single set? Can you take
someone watching you?
Can you take the criticisms that I give you when you send me a deadlift and the video looks like absolute shit and you don't know what you're doing? And I tell you how to fix it, and I tell you to take 2 plates off the bar, start from 135, and slowly work your way back up with these cues. Because if you can't do those things over time, I'm not going to expose you to anything, because you literally just aren't going to be a bodybuilder. You haven't earned, and I do believe you have to earn the right to use steroids. Now, we take another route where I educate people. I tell them, the second you put that needle in you, you might be reliant on that for the rest of your life. Are you okay knowing that as an 18-year-old kid, until you die at 75, 80, however many years old you die at, you may have to be injecting yourself for the rest of your life?
Again, I'm going to slide in here. You think he's making a generalized statement, or like I'm just trying to do the fake responsible thing by making it sound like I'm warning people. No, he's absolutely serious. I've had friends that were on TRT after 19 years old because they went too hard, wrong shit. Mm-hmm. And I don't care what anybody trying to sell you the shit might say. The moment you tell your body it no longer needs to do what it's programmed to do because you're giving an exogenous source, it may never turn on again.
100%.
18, 19. Some other people can do it for years and come back after 6 months.
100%.
I've seen 19-year-olds who are now on prescription at my age 25 years later. He is not fucking around here.
Yeah. And like I said, I mean, for some people that's not a big deal. I'll be completely transparent. There's a lot of people that are walking around right now that should be on TRT. I made the decision when I wanted to go that route that I said, you know what? If I have to do that for the rest of my life, I'm okay with it. Are you okay with that? That's not for me to decide. That's for you to decide. But I'm giving you the facts.
Is your future partner potentially okay with
100%, right? So, and I mean, there's other pieces to this, I would argue if somebody's talking about doing it and they want to come off all the time and then start up again, I would argue you probably should just stay on all the time at low doses, TRT dosages, because it's healthier for the heart and brain, and that's a whole nother topic we could go into till I'm blue in the face from the health side of that. But
if you guys have questions on this, we can do a specific one for that.
Yeah, by all means, let us know if you want us to dive into that, because I mean, and I also have other podcasts that I've been on. I've talked about this kind of
We'll
stuff.
toss all those links up.
We have our podcast coming, which I'm sure we'll have you on as well, and there'll be episodes on PEDs and stuff, which you guys can check out. So, yeah, I mean, on the biggest thing for me is educating the person, making them understand, like, hey, this isn't a fucking joke. This isn't like you take this and all of a sudden you're huge. You're going to have to work harder than you did naturally. You're going to have to eat more food than you did naturally. You're going to have to do so much shit that you just think this is a magic pill, but it's not. You know what I mean? Like, people don't realize it. I mean...
Yeah, if you can't eat and train to get there naturally, when you take it, you're not going to keep anything.